Morning, guys. It's another week. So here's one thing for you. What is What is that smell? Nobody knows.
What can be very quiet and last for a long time? The word still.
Why was the boy's head all cloudy? Because someone was brainstorming. He was brainstorming.
What came to no one trusted on the boat? It was kind of sneaky.
What happens when you mix salt and pepper? A new flavor that is something to sneeze about.
That's funny. Why was the sidewalk, upset? Everyone walked all over it.
Why were the hearts that hearts diamond on a club looking so concerned? Someone was using a spade to dig a hole.
Yeah.
How is a zipper doing? It has its ups and downs. Pretend you didn't see that, guys.
Yeah, pretend you didn't hear that. I'm fine. Alright, why are you putting the... What's her?
Border.
The border makeup, it's on the edge.
Why did the taffy do when everything started coming apart? They pulled it together.
Why couldn't the balloon go with the others? It's a little deflated.
Why do plumbers have a night at pipe dreams?
What kind of show would a ghost show like? A spooky one.
What did the zombie do
Happy Summer Week.
What did the zombie do when it heard a joke? It died laughing.
Why do we call it when a baby vampire crawls? A little creepy.
Why do zombies walk so slow? They're dead tired.
But how do you know if you're a ghost when the food goes right through you?
What did the mad mops do? Kick the bucket.
What do baby zombies will die first?
What do you call zombie phones? Dead ringers.
How do you know when zombies are talking? It's dead quiet.
What did little spirits like before bed? Ghost stories.
Why does a ghost say when you knock at the door? Who is it?
How do you know when it's supposed to be scared? He's away as a ghost.
What do you say to a skeleton zombie that brain? Never mind.
How can you be sure when a zombie isn't right? When they're dead wrong.
Why do we want a dog get mad at the other dog? They both had a bone to pick.
What does a ghost call his favorite person? My boo.
Why couldn't one still be a grave marker? It couldn't get ahead.
Why did the skeleton think of its grave? It was a little shallow at times.
What would happen if someone left everything at the freezer?
How did the glass know everything was going to be alright? There was a light at the end of the tunnel.
Why does it take longer for a two-headed monster to answer a question? It has to think twice.
What do skeletons get when they bump their numbskulls?
How could the milk know its time had come when it was ready to expire?
Why couldn't the skeleton laugh? He was missing his funny bone.
When you call someone with a hat made out of bones, bonehead.
Why did the zombie stop its car? It reached a dead end.
Do zombies at risk? Of course they don't.
What do a bunch of ghosts play baseball? Team spirit.
Why does skeletons favorite part of Thanksgiving? The wishbone.
What do ghosts read in their spare time? Books.
How long does the rabbit gone? The whole day.
Why were skeletons shocked when they looked in the grave? Nobody was there.
Why were skeletons so hard? They were scared stiff.
How do all colors become extinct? They all died out.
What do you get when you press a skeleton and a G? A wishbone.
What's a soup's favorite food? Alphabet food. Soup.
Why can't I soup at funeral? Because it's awake.
Why is there any sign that the candidate was alive? Just a flick.
How can you tell when a skeleton's scared? It has white knuckles.
How can you tell when a skeleton needs a drink? Its bones dry.
I was super confused. It didn't know which way was which.
How did the hair feel about putting braids in? It dreaded it.
How did the power cord feel about seeing a ghost? It was a shock.
Why was Frankenstein monster such a good dresser? He always puts it together.
Why did the bucket look like when I saw a ghost? It was very pale.
Yeah. Why was the skeleton worried about the ghost? He wasn't all there.
Lots of ghosts had food. Blueberries.
How do you feel when you have rice? Lousy.
Why did skeletons say food? Spirits.
What did the bunny think of the scary movie? It was hair raising.
I don't know what going through the haunted house. It was petrified.
What's a zombie's favorite time of day? Morning.
The cemetery's worker had the job. They did it.
What did the train signal do to the zombie? He stopped for him right to die his tracks.
That's funny.
Yeah.
What did the stick do with some ghost? It jumped right out of its skin.
What happened when the vampire dropped his dinner? He made a bloody mess.
How did the building know the ground was scared? It was quaking.
Why were the two bears so different? They were polar.
Why were the turkeys scared? What were turkeys scared? The goblin.
What did the windows do when they realized the house was haunted? They shuddered.
Who says the crying pool one? His mommy.
Who works the graveyard shift? The skeleton crew.
How nobody wanted to hang out with the vampire? He was a pain in the neck.
Just like this one is sometimes nice. But in a good way. Which subject are the witches best at spelling?
How come the witches has been so clever? They get the point.
Yeah. Who's the nose? Well, I was the most afraid of the boogeyman. Yeah.
Why do ghosts pick the best cheerleaders? They have the most spirit.
How come vampires are never late for dinner? Because they're very punctual.
My cousin said they're tired. He worked the graveyard shift.
How come nobody likes to have dinner with the vampire? It's too draining.
How did the wolf guess the moon? How did they ever get there?
What did the zombie do when they walked to the ceiling?
And lost his head.
Why did everyone laugh at the world? He was whole.
What did the water do that was scary? It roared.
Why were zombies in a hurry to get to the party? They were dying to meet everyone.
Funny.
Yeah.
What do you call a vampire rock concert on Monster Jam?
How did the ghost feel about the love of her life? She was irresistible.
That's how I feel about Justin. How did the witch put a curse on my hive for dispelling me?
That's how I feel about Brooke at times. Why was the wicked witch sent to her room? She had a meltdown.
What do you call a hot ghost? Phantom.
Why did the ghost monster think of its wolf? They were a pain in the neck.
What does a real scared cow? A coward.
Why did the skeleton tell the sheets about their secret mummies the word?
Why did ghosts have the ball game? They were booing everyone.
What kind of shampoo do Medusa use? Snake heads and shoulders.
What do you get when you cross a vampire with the big bloodhound?
Why was the monster so stubborn? Because he was a bullheaded.
Why are zombies such good workers? They are very dead.
Well, who is the biggest horsefly? Poppies.
Pegasus. Why is Bigfoot tell time? With the Sasquatch?
What did one universe say to you? I get the point.
Why was Pegasus from that's the one happened? 2 left feet.
How do ghosts handle their problem? They see through them.
How are things looking for no headstone? Very great.
How did Frankenstein monster feel about his surgery? He was scared for life.
How can you tell an leprechaun is jealous? He is being angry.
How come nobody likes to listen to Puff stories? Because he's always drag on.
Why did everyone invite the Demetrius to the party? Because they suffered the life of the room.
How come no one took the cemetery seriously? Because he was always horsing around.
What do you call electricity, married gas? A
What did the hair do when he fell out? It balled.
What did the plank say after lying around all day? I'm bored.
What 4 letters can you get out of trouble? Oh!
What did the diamond king think of the ruby? She was a real one.
What did the letter say when the phone rang? LOL.
Hello. How did the alphabet do? I got A, B, C, and D, and C.
What happens if you lose? If you doesn't win, you lose.
Which 3 letters make it 100 about the P, B, and J?
Okay, I'll be back in a few minutes.